All right, gentlemen, I think looks like we are live. What is up, everybody?
We're hot.
Welcome to the W.F.C podcast, number eight. Moving along. And as you know, W.F.C stands for, right now, it stands for W for Witty. What's up, Witty? Witty.
Uh-oh. We lost Witty.
And then got Fastback myself. And we got Coop. What's up, Coop?
What's going on?
Witty, he's back.
Got a Witty.
The WFC is back. And we got our special guest, Mr. J Street. What's up, J Street 76?
How's it going, peoples?
As
Have you, man.
most everybody should know you, you know, I've seen you in the streets, in the podcast streets, in the chats, and Twitter. You know, just keeping it real. I've always seen you, be positive and, none of this fanboy stuff.
Nah, man, I had time for that, man. Like I said, you definitely have the best name in podcasting, man. Before I even knew about your podcast, the name caught me, and I was like, what that mean? So I went back and listened to your first podcast, first show, and I was like, W.F.C, like, who the fuck cares, man? I can stop clapping, man. I'm like, okay, that's what's up. I'm like, that's what you're talking about right there.
Yeah, Coop kind of came up pretty quick, too, because we were like, what are we going to name it? And then, Coop came up with that one pretty quick. We're like, yeah, okay. I couldn't.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't even bother trying to figure out something else.
Yeah, kudos to the name. Definitely. Best name in podcast. It's really. I'm not just saying it because I'm on here. When I first heard it, I was like, nah, that's what it's all about, the games.
Yeah,
careless what you're playing
on. Real quick before we move on to anything else, Jay, give us a little background of your gaming, where you all started and what's gaming been for you all these years.
Man, okay, we don't got that long to talk, but I'll just throw it in real quick. But man, starting on Atari, man, I'm showing the age a little bit, the Atari 5200 Superstation, So, I mean, that's pretty much where I started at, man. My sister received the game from my uncle, and that's pretty much where it started, man. After that, of course, the Nintendo, who didn't start with that. Then I went from Nintendo to the Sega Genesis. So that's, once I started, man, couldn't stop.
Yeah,
man. Yeah, once I started, couldn't stop, man.
You jump on the PlayStation 1 and 2?
Yeah, man. The PlayStation was PlayStation was the system my sister bought for me. Then the PlayStation 2 was the first system I ever bought with my own money. So, so that was a little special place for me right there. But yeah. And ever since then, man, just been gaming like crazy. Didn't really jump on the Xbox world until the Xbox One, so I kind of missed the 360 era, because I was just so hooked in that PS3 and PlayStation 2 that they had me for a while. So it was good to jump the ship, But I always had my eye on the Xbox because I always wanted to play Gears. So that was always the main thing I wanted to play. So like when Xbox One came out and I heard the backwards compatibility, I was like, oh, that's my chance. So let me go there and get that. Play the Gear series in like 2 weeks. Just ran through all 3 games real quick, and man, loved every minute of it.
Nice.
Yeah, and that's the thing about the back compat. That's it's going after people, gamers like you.
Yeah,
that weren't on the 360. Because I mean, believe it or not, a lot of people weren't on 360. So
I was all for it.
Yeah, cool. Yeah. And definitely glad to have you here so we can.
Yeah, once again, man, like I said, I appreciate the invite, man. You guys just put in the ordinary dude from Twitter, so I appreciate it. Like I said, shout out again to my little baby boy, Josiah. One day would he listen to this, but thank you guys for allowing me to be here, man.
Oh, yeah, anytime. Yeah, you were definitely on my list, so.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. So what game are you playing right now? What's
Oh man, my backlog is nuts right now. Right now, man, I'm still trying to finish up Gears of 4. I'm playing that last night. Right now, I'm just cracking over Persona 5. I ain't really jumped into it deep, but I'm starting to play that. Still jumping in Yakuza 0. So man, I have about 3 or 4 games I'm trying to bang through real quick right now.
Yeah, that's one of the Yakuza is one of those I got to add to my backlog too. So
man.
Enrique and Eric J, was talking up good about it a couple podcasts ago.
It's good so far. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah. Mr. Witty, what have you been up to? What are you gaming?
This week I had the fun of doing 3 playthroughs of Resident Evil 7 in 5 days.
Nice.
Okay.
Got that 1000G and
So
stomped it.
No fear. No, did you play in the dark? Nothing, no worries. It's all about that achievement.
It's just when you're running about from like zombies, in basement.
Well, I mean, you're smoking and gaming. You're so calm, it's not going to work. But cool. Mr. Coop, what you been up to? I think I know what you're going to say.
Oh, yeah. Well, it got its hooks in me. I've been jumping on that Destiny wagon.
Destiny, boy.
It's good, man. It's good. It's fun. I'm already up to level 18.
Yeah.
Damn.
She did 20
Wait for me. Sheesh.
Have you slept, man?
I did. I slept a bit. It's good. It's good. It's great. The campaign's good. The game looks great. It's a Destiny game. It's plays the same, but looks great. Fun. Definitely more of a narrative. Kind of keeps you,
That's good.
It sucks you in a little more than the last one did. More than just, kind of a loot grinder than the last one.
Okay.
And yeah, it's good. I play that. Division 2, I love my loot grinders.
Yeah.
We played that all weekend. That was fun.
Yeah.
A little classified.
Done that with you a couple times.
Yep.
Yeah.
And a little bit of VR. VR has been giving me fits lately, so I haven't been able to gives me migraines the last couple of times I played. So I'm having to take a little break on the old VR.
Yeah, slow down with that one.
Yeah, but yeah, that's pretty much it. What about you, Fast?
Let's see. Over the weekend, did some almost until GTA 5. I played some of the new DLC they added online. And it was a smuggler run, and then I even tried they even had you know how GTA, they're real good at taking from other games and then adopting it and put it
right
on GTA 5. So there was one that it's kind of like a PUBG, but it's with vehicles, battle royale with vehicles. They're on the map. So me and my brother had fun with that.
Cool.
I played a little bit of Tacoma, but not much. It was a little buggy in the beginning, and I was trying to stream it on Mixer, but it wouldn't allow me. So I think that's one of those games that doesn't allow you to stream.
Oh, maybe.
And maybe it could be because the game is still a little buggy, because I've heard complaints from others online.
Well, at least you got to start it. That's
yeah.
I was going to say.
Uncut
You're like, straight broken.
Fucking start screen.
Yeah. And then I played some Division with you.
Yeah.
But I did try the other day. Yesterday, I went to go to Best Buy and went to go try and pick up Destiny 2, and they didn't have no copies.
Damn.
Because we had a hurricane.
Oh, that's right. The shipping.
That hurricane kind of slowed the shipping. So I was surprised, and then so I'm like, all right. I was trying to save some money because I'm part of the gamer club Unlocked.
Oh yeah, that's great.
So you save 20% on new games.
Yeah, that's a good deal.
So I figured I'll pick it up physical. Then later on, I'm thinking about picking up another copy for the PS4. So, but other than that, of course, I need to get back on Hellblade. But
still haven't played that yet.
Oh, Jason.
Yeah, you got to play that, Jay.
I know I'm late, man.
Yeah, definitely worth it. Best $30 you can spend on a brand new game. So.
$30, add it to the backlog, man.
Yeah, might as well.
Just wait for that sale.
I know, right?
Well, never know. Sony's pretty good on those sales.
They are.
But all right, let's jump into our main topic. And the first topic is going to be about games that are not popular. They haven't been, that not on the radar. And I mean,
so we talking like hidden gems kind of thing, or
yeah, you can talk about hidden gems that go back, last gen or whatever that people just didn't think about it, but you enjoyed it. And I figure we'll start off with you, J Street.
Oh man, we'll put me on the hot seat. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. But you know what? Right off the top, when I thought about that topic, I was like, man, what's a game that a lot of people didn't talk about, but you played it, you were just like, yeah, that should have been more hyped. More people should have been playing it. Right off the top, I thought about Vanquish.
Okay.
Vanquish was so fun to me, man. That game was so fast paced. The shooting, that game was crazy fun. Like I would love for a sequel to happen for that game.
I think I've heard some talk about that.
That's one of the games I believe that became more popular over time. But when it first came out, like no one was playing it. So like I just took a chance on it because I was in GameStop one day and I was like, I had some credit. I was like, I need a game to play, So I saw this game, it was crazy cheap. Boy, I took it home and man, I think I stayed up all damn night playing that game.
Nice.
I've heard from other people that was good. I never did play that one.
Really good, man. I'll tell you, the shooting, I mean, it's fun. Like if you want to slide a gem in there just to play something different, throw it in there. It's a real good fun shooter.
Is that one back compat?
I don't think it's back compat yet. Not yet. Because I was looking for it because I want to get it on the Xbox. Yeah, I had it on the PS3.
Yeah, because it came out on 360 also, but I haven't seen that on back compat.
Yeah, really fun game. That game is hella fun.
Huh.
Trust me, guys. Play it. Trust me. You'll thank me later.
That was from Platinum Games, too.
Sega.
Published by Sega.
Yep.
Huh.
Crazy fun.
Yeah, never missed that
Back in 07. Oh, wait. Came out and released in 2010.
Yeah. GameStop even had a thing for it that said it was the best game nobody ever played.
Nice. Had a 79 on Metacritic, so
yeah, it was good.
9 out of 10 on Steam.
It's real good.
I have to check that out. I could have sworn I thought I saw that one on Game Pass.
On Game Pass, it might
be on that list, but cool. That's something that most of us didn't know. Definitely check it out and go back, add it to the backlog.
How long of a game is it? I mean, is it?
It wasn't. You know what? It took me maybe good 8 or 9 hours. I don't rush through games, so I think I sat down a good 9 or 10 hours to play it because it's going to be certain. If you play it on hard, it's definitely going to be tough because some of the boss battles in there was real nuts.
Huh. Cool. So,
yeah, it's fun. Check out a couple of videos on it. You'll be impressed.
Nice. Anything else? Any other hidden gems you got?
I have one more in mind. This one probably real low on the list, but I have fun with it. Binary Domain.
Oh yeah.
Real fun game. Like I didn't hit. That was one of them games. I was just looking for something, and I like third person shooters, so I ended up copping that one day and played the hell out of it. It was crazy fun. It's kind of cheesy, but it was fun, So, but I mean, I'm kind of drawn to games like that. I don't really like my games to be so realistic. That's why I play games. I want to escape from realism. So, like when I played that game, I was like, it's crazy fun. I had some do like cyborgs and things like that, but. That's another game. Check it out, guys. I'm telling you, it's pretty good.
I remember when that one came out, there was a bit of hype about it. It seemed like it was kind of
right. They talked about it, then it just kind of like went away.
It just died. Yeah. My friend who had that, a friend had that game, and I just saw, just like a little bit of gameplay when it very first came out, and then it was always kind of like, that looked kind of cool, maybe. And then it just nobody ever talked about it. You didn't hear about it.
Nope. It died as quick as it came out.
They're kind of like a Deus Ex.
And I looked at the back cover and then just ended up playing it back.
Yeah, real fun though.
That's a cool thing about back compat on the Xbox and even Game Pass. People can just paying $10 a month. Just give a game a tryout.
That's a great deal, by the way.
Yeah, especially if you have kids.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, it's great unless you've been giving them all free already. Majority of them.
Yeah, those are definitely some good gems there I didn't even know about.
Yeah, definitely worth your time.
That game's hard to find nowadays, though.
Yeah.
You know, you don't. You know, you go to GameStop, you're good luck. You know, you never see that game anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And it came out in 2012 too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So kind of got lost before the next gen came out.
Man.
Tossed you a copy over, Coop.
You gonna toss me one?
And I ended up having that game imported because I couldn't find it for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's become a rare gem.
Cool. Who wants to go next? Coop? You got anything in mind, or Witty? Who's got?
Yeah, I can go. I think the first one that we were thinking about was that Kingdoms of Amalur.
That was my third one.
Whoa, that game was awesome, man. I love that game. The DLC was great. I love the combat. I mean, that was just one of those games when you go chasing down enemies just so you could, get into the combat some more. It was just really fun. It was fun leveling up. Great story. They had a great team. It was a shame that they went under because they had a great team behind that game. It was that was a good one. That was the first one that kind of jumped out at me as games, because I mention that game all the time to people and they're like, "What? What?"
See, that's another game that came out in 2012.
Played on this
360 and PS3, Steam.
Yep, that was number 3 on my list.
That's 3 games right there that around that same time.
Yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one. And then and I don't know. I mean, when I was thinking about unpopular games, I mean, another one that jumped out kind of recently that I really enjoyed was not much of a game, is that Hunter, the Call of the Wild.
You started it, Coop.
I know. Very unpopular right now, but actually a good game. Great game. A lot of fun, good mechanics. Graphically, it's absolutely gorgeous. One of the most beautiful games that I've played on PC. I mean, just realism, not sort of fantasy gorgeous like a game like Hellblade or something, but just beautiful landscapes running around. It's just really neat. The sound design is really good on it. I mean, it's a hunting game, so it's not for everybody, but I really enjoy it. I picked it up for like, I don't know, $17-18 or something on Steam, and I've enjoyed it. And that's what blew me away when there was all the controversy. Everybody was freaking out on Xbox because
I know. I was surprised when I saw that.
Like, most of those people wouldn't even have ever even considered buying that game.
Yeah,
but I enjoyed it. That was a unpopular game that
Is that the game he was going around like shooting everybody?
No, it's a hunting game. It's a hunting game. It's literally a hunting simulator. You start out with kind of a pea shooter, and you have to. It's a bit of a grind because you got to get and it's hard. The difficulties actually, they don't make it like you just open fire on the deer. I mean, you actually have to track them.
I remember that now.
Yeah. It's like I said, it's a lot of exploration. There's a lot of sort of walking. You can actually get these little four-wheelers on there, so you can cruise around. Because the map is huge, so it's got these different regions, and each map is just just a huge game. Map-wise, it's outrageously big. And each area has different animals and whatnot, but they all got a certain look to them, and different regions. It's cool. It's a fun game.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was fun. That's a nice, relaxing kickback.
To tell everybody that's bitching about the resolution, just wait till Red Dead Redemption comes out and you go hunting in there.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
This was a little more of a hunting simulator than something like Red Dead. Yeah. Same thing, you gotta. And it was funny. There was actually a Steam reviewer when I was looking at the game, thinking about it. A Steam reviewer, because there's a photograph you actually have like your cell phone, and part of one of the challenges is to like take certain photographs of different animals. And one reviewer had played like 40 hours of this game. never fired a single shot. All he did was run around and take pictures.
Okay.
40 hours in a video game taking pictures of animals. That was
wow.
He loved it. That was so. There you go.
Hey, whatever makes fun for you, right?
That's right. So yeah, I don't know. So yeah, that was I don't know, the first, those are the couple that jumped out at me.
I know that game is popular now, sir, because it's been all over Twitter. So,
well, maybe popular in the Twitterverse, but
yeah,
right.
Like I said, none of those people have bought that game. I probably will buy that game.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, I mean, again, going for the unpopular, that kind of threw me. It was like, well, is this a hidden gem? Or are we talking? Because the other one was Division. You hear so many people bagging on Division. It was like, but man, I put so many hours into that game, and I still playing it. They kind of keep adding new things. Now they're going to be this 1.8 patch is coming out. They're going to have like public events, similar to Destiny.
Okay.
And they're going to have an arena, 4-on-4 arena mode, and sort of a horde mode, like with waves. Continuing waves of enemies coming in.
That should be cool.
So yeah.
Well, I mean, like that game was real popular at the beginning, and then it just died off because everybody, they had these expectations that it was going to be better than Destiny, and then they're like, or people just don't have the patience to take their time in the game, and Ubisoft has been pretty good about supporting these games, with
it's
Division,
amazing. Yeah, I'm
Rainbow
surprised.
Six,
Yeah, they're not known for that.
Yeah.
No, they really kind of turned things around. But they're one of the in the forefront of that games as a service stuff, so they're trying. That's what they're trying to do, is get these games that are sort of a subscription almost, that you come out and to keep people playing the same game for years. So. But,
don't worry, there's probably going to be a lot of hunting to do in Far Cry 5. They'll keep that updated.
Yep. No, they'll have some way to keep you going in there for sure.
I'm sure.
Mr. Witty, what's up, Witty? I know you play a lot of unpopular games.
Well, this is thing you threw me off to fuck. I thought you meant like games that have been unpopular, but I actually liked. I can't really think of any because it's like I haven't even been on Twitter till like last year, so God knows how many games I've played, and people have been bitching and moaning about them. I've just been blind to all that shit. But thinking back, list like Coop, I'd say I'd have to chuck like Risen in there. I played first 2, Risen 1 and 2. They were pretty good. Nice RPGs. A lot of stuff to do. Pretty damn hard in parts, but I prefer the game to be hard than just a walking park. And then I got to put Resi 5 and Resi 6 on my list because, well, I don't get people's issue with them, to be quite fair. Not when people say that they loved Resi 4. Like, there's near enough same games, just about.
What about Technomancer? That wasn't fun. That was an unpopular game. Was it fun?
No, not really.
I was gonna say you didn't spend a whole lot of time on that one. Crazy Juan had a good one there that you played not too long ago. Witty, that Mad Max.
Oh yeah, Mad Max was fun.
Yeah.
If it were this gen, I'd put Sniper Ghost Warrior 3 up there as well. It's actually a pretty decent single player game, but it's just everyone seemed to fucking diss it right off bat because it didn't have multiplayer. But
yeah,
the way I see it, like, who really wanted to play the multiplayer for Sniper Ghost Warrior? Like, probably next to no one.
No. No.
But I remember watching
People bitching at mine. Like, fuck me, man. My first question to you would be, right, have you even played Sniper Ghost Warrior 1 and 2? So if the answer to that is no, then chances are you won't go to buy free.
I mean,
but I like the direction they went with it. Them instead of it just being a single player story driven, you know, linear fucking game, they actually opened it up.
Yeah, I did. I like that game too. I noticed it at E3 when they showed it, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna get it.
If you can get over the initial like 3-minute load to the game, and this like rusky woman singing at you, you know,
yeah,
then it's not too bad. Because it's like most games nowadays, they have a big ass initial load, and then once you're into the game and you like die or restart checkpoint, it only takes like 10-15 seconds. So it's like, what the fuck are you moaning about? You know what to do when you first boot up a game. Probably go make a cup of tea or whatever it is. Your parts.
yeah, definitely. That one's definitely worth getting. You know.
Yeah, I'm still waiting on this. I'm gonna try that one out.
Yeah, you should. I mean, it does. I mean, it has. You know, if you like Mad Max movies, and you know, it's Mad Max that car. You know, the driving around in that world, you know, the apocalypse world. It's
what's the guy that crawls around the car is the best part. The guy,
yeah, talking shit always, you know.
Yeah,
like shut up.
That game was real fun. I played that a lot.
Yeah,
good combat. It's it's got sort of that Batman Arkham combat style.
The combat was cool. They captured to me the Mad Max world.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, so
yeah, I sucked at that driving and fighting though.
It was fun. That was a good breakup.
Chum bucket. Thanks, Chris.
You know, yeah. You know, because you can sit there and drive around like a bat out of hell and tear up some shit, but then you stop and you go hit those little missions, you know, and it kind of broke up it gave you some different grinding, you know.
Yeah, the vehicle comeback driving there was really good. I thought they really nailed that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's into my backlog. I got to get back into that one. It's there.
Cool. All right. I got a couple. My first one is I'm gonna bring up is probably I like racing games, and I played the shit out of this on the PS2 and 360. It was Tokyo Extreme Racer. And I think Crazy Juan has brought it up. Not a lot of people remember or even know this game was around. But, it was a game, of course, in Japan. And it's mainly based on the highways, right? So it's a high-speed racing game. And you start off with you have different clubs, groups, and they have, level of, you got to get past certain levels, and, you start off with a shitty car. And I think as you beaten, I think you had to beat the whole club or crew. I mean, Crazy would probably give me some more info on it, and then you won another car. But it was cool because you could sit there and you can fix up the cars, upgrade them, and it was just cool. I mean, the mechanics, it drove well. I mean, I played on PS2, and then I think when it came out on 360, I think it was I don't know if it was a Extreme Racer 2 or they just added extra features. So,
yeah, shout out to Juan. He just said and I thought so. He did a retro rec on the first game in that series.
Yeah,
the Tokyo Highway battle.
Yeah, the Tokyo Highway one. But I'm sure he's played the ones that I played, and so I played the heck out of that. And I don't know if it's a back and pack game, but I definitely recommend if it is, give it a shot.
Another one that I've got, Alan Wake.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm playing that now.
nice.
Ooh, the Saboteur.
Definitely.
Yeah,
lot
remember
better.
that?
Yeah.
But that's one of those games too. Back then, it wasn't popular, right? Because what came out when something else came out? Red Dead Redemption came out, right? When Alan Wake came out.
Yeah, man. No, definitely.
So it kind of got lost. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it gained a following, it gained some legs over time, and then people were hoping, maybe to get the same kind of feel when Quantum Break came out. But
they did some nods to it in Quantum Break.
They did, yeah. So hopefully we'll get lucky and Remedy is working on the next one.
Hope so. I'm playing my first playthrough with that Alan Wake too. It's fun so far.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot. I think it's a lot better than Quantum Break. Quantum Break just had too little action to the game, whereas at least Alan Wake, it did have a lot of story and just walking about doing note and this and other, but
yeah,
there was definitely a lot more like fights and this and other. The game went on for at least twice as long.
Yeah, Quantum Break was real fun, but that last boss battle, my lord, that was so bad.
Well, I kept fucking up with that last boss battle.
Oh, so bad.
Doing them grenades,
yeah,
I kept doing too many dashes out of the way because I still sort of read on the edge of the screen,
Horrible.
and it's like, no, to learn you only have to dash once. And it
yeah.
wasn't too bad.
That's probably been one of the number one complaints about that game.
Horrible. That's all I can say.
Yeah, that was a bit frustrating.
Enemies like early in game and like chuck them grenades at you, and like you'd learn that you only have to dash once to avoid them.
Yeah, too bad.
My second, another racing game. It's Test Drive Unlimited. I don't know if you guys ever played those.
Oh yeah,
1 and 2.
Fun. Yep.
And I played the crap out of those. I had some friends that were on them.
Yeah, I played that a lot.
I don't think that was a very popular. It had a following, but as far as being on the MPD list, up there, and it wasn't. I think that game also started kind of Forza Horizon. Kind of took some features. I think there were some devs that came from that studio, and even the crew. I think there were some devs that came over from that worked on those two games, and but that game was fun. I mean, the first one, it was like 45 minutes to get around the island.
Yeah, it was insane.
I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah,
and I remember getting with friends. It's like, all right, let's plan it. I'm gonna let's start early in the morning or whatever.
Yeah.
All right, I got an hour to waste to do this one race. So
that was insane.
The freaking bikes. The bikes are great in the first one.
Yeah, I never played the second one. I only played the first one. I never did.
The second one kind of came on slow.
Yeah.
It looked good. They added a little bit more features, had a story to it. Kind of like Horizon, it had like a racing festival type deal,
right?
Gathering. Also, you had you can a little bit more options as far as your character look. The one thing that I loved about that, and I wish more games would do it, racing games, is you could get out of your car and you can walk around before you start the race, and you can get in each other's cars, start them up, and you can even take them for a test drive. And which I thought was cool. And then you can just kind of, we would sit there and make fun of each other, like, what are you wearing? And then we go race. And then you had your homes. I mean, the homes were cool. You can decorate the inside, and you had your garages, and you can kind of move your garages around, organize them.
So you could have more cars on it.
Yeah, I mean, you could buy all pretty much every house if you had the money, and then fill them all up. So
yeah, it'd be
cool, a lot of
features like that.
I know I want to see some of those features come over to Forza Horizon or even the crew, but
I know, but look where it sucked in the actual driving.
The driving was okay. It's what
it wasn't too bad, but it wasn't as refined as it is.
Yeah, no. It wasn't. more arcadey.
Ooh, another one. Yeah, another J Street with the bombs. Saboteur HDK was talking about that one earlier.
Yeah.
Spec Ops: The Line, another short but sweet.
Yeah, that was real good. The story was crazy.
Yeah.
What was that on last gen?
Yeah.
Yeah, Specs Out the Line was one of those games where you played. After you played it, you had to sit down and meditate for a second. That game did something to you mentally for a minute. You're like, what did I just play right now?
Yeah, it's a good one.
I got one more. Like, we brought up Mad Max. That was on my list. But Shadow of Mordor.
Yeah,
I think when that first came out,
loved it.
I mean, yeah. If you,
I know, but it won Game of the Year though, didn't it?
I was gonna say it was on a lot of Game of the Year lists.
It did, but
some of my games of that year.
People still kind of underestimated it.
They did. That should have won Game of the Year, in my opinion, instead of Dragon Age Inquisition.
I agree.
Yeah,
absolutely, 100%.
And that freaking Nemesis is, I can't wait to play the Shadow of Mordor.
That was just the whole new system. I mean, it was just something we'd never seen before.
Yeah.
I mean, just that whole system having, giving personality to your enemies and having them trash talk you. It was just, it's awesome.
And then you were like, all right, I'm coming back at your ass.
Right, that's right.
That
was so cool.
Yeah, that was cool. The next one. Especially when they actually said, I did not kill you last time. You're like, motherfucker.
And that's what I'm hoping on Shadow of War, that they're going to be even more, shit talking.
Apparently they've enhanced that whole system's getting even better. Of course.
And then I guess your main nemesis will come over to haunt you.
That's cool. I like that.
Yeah.
Or you can just buy a loot box and have them come over without
microtransactions.
Oh, what is that?
I don't know that. Well, yeah.
Well, I mean, if people want to buy it, let them.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. That's a whole nother topic right there.
I know. We've been there, done that. I know.
Man,
it's pretty bad, but you're right. Shadow of Mordor was.
Yeah, that was good.
Man. Great
UK brought up Crazy Taxi. I definitely want it.
Yeah, but that was a hit though on Dreamcast. That was like one of the most.
Oh yeah.
That
was a huge one. That was the first game. I think seemed like when I bought my Dreamcast, it came with Crazy Taxi. I think there was a bundle of that one. Yeah, had a couple games with it. I think that was one of them.
I've got another one.
So
Alone in Dark on 360.
Oh yeah.
Lots of people get that shit at time.
Alone in the Dark?
Yeah, man. And I can get in some bits of this bit with driving, and driving were absolutely atrocious. Driving section and do it basically perfect, and it went on for ages, and I don't even think you got like a checkpoint anywhere in it. You had to do it all in one.
Oh jeez.
But apart from that, it had some like good aspects to it, like your inventory were like limited to fuck, and it could be hard to scavenge resources, but certain spots would always spawn like certain things. If you knew where to go, you're pretty much alright. And some enemies were.
And that was 360 or PS3?
Yeah, it was a really early 360 game.
Yeah.
I think it was that early, it even come out on PS2 as well.
Cool.
Yeah, I never did play that.
Yeah,
one.
I did. Yeah,
and that was the Saboteur too. So what was that? What was that game about? HDK brought that one up.
That was in I think that was in Paris. It's kind of like I wouldn't say a GTA clone, but it was it was in Paris. Everything was black and white, and the more you did missions, color started coming to the game. It was really fun actually. It was kind of unique the way they did it.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, HDK was mentioned. We were playing Destiny earlier, and he mentioned that as a good, unpopular, good game.
really good. Some of the missions in there was really good.
Check that one out.
Add it to the backlog, man.
Yes.
And so, I mean, you look back, all these games that came out on the 360, PS3 that people overlooked. I mean, and even this gen, we're starting to get into that. You know, you will start getting a lot of these games that that
It's not many games.
they're getting there. They're growing. I mean, PS4, Sony is throwing out quite a bit,
man.
And I mean, there's still a lot of games on the Xbox too that have people are not paying attention to. Some in the game preview. I don't know if you play any of the games in the game preview, Jay.
I haven't played in any of those in there. I mean, I know they got a nice big list in there right now.
Yeah, they've had some good ones in there that people, they're afraid to play a game that's kind of still in beta.
Oh man!
But like I played Ark, and that was fun, even though it was buggy in the beginning.
Oh yeah,
but there were a lot of people in there, and if you stuck with it, you saw the rewards. All the upgrades, you got all that while you were playing. So
I think they have another game right now in the preview, the Conan Barbarian. Anybody played that yet?
That's another one I got
earlier.
Stick with. Who did?
HDK. He won a copy.
All right.
Nice. Xbox Discord.
Cool.
You get the European version, the
no
dong slider.
No dong slider for HDK.
Sorry, HDK.
And just get some big tits and swing them about instead.
We don't do that here in the U.S., sir.
That's right.
Right.
Proper over here.
I might need to move.
Yeah.
I don't know. If you go to Canada, you're gonna pay a little bit more taxes.
Oh, definitely.
Especially like Australia. All right. So that's a pretty good topic. I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah.
I brought up some interesting games that we all didn't know about. Add to the backlog.
And
hopefully see a couple of those in back at Pat. Never know. Might see someone bring them back, make a sequel.
Yeah, I hope that Saboteur goes back in Pat. That would be cool.
Yeah, that was fun.
A few games there.
All right, so
on my radar for a while.
Let's jump into
get off their ass and get Fable Anniversary done.
Oh yeah. Hopefully they got somebody working on that. Hopefully that's one of the games that that's in work. All right, so let's jump into September games. August was pretty good. So, I got Tacoma and Hellblade for August.
Yes, Hellblade.
So,
Hellblade for the win.
I've got none for this month.
None for this month. No Cuphead.
No.
No.
You mean August or September? Nothing September to look forward to.
Nothing for me.
Whatsoever.
PES 2018.
Well, we know.
Pass on that one on FIFA.
Well, we know the biggest one.
2017. I think that released a few weeks back.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think that was last month.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't see my son rushing out to get it.
Well, Witty, what about NAC 2? You're gonna get a PS4 to play NAC 2? That came out on the 5th.
Yeah, I can't wait, mate. I'm telling you.
Oh, Witty, here's one.
On that system.
Oh, Witty, you're sleeping on this one. NASCAR Heat 2.
Oh yeah. There you go, Witty. You don't have to worry about going right.
Yeah.
You just go one way.
Yeah, you just gotta sleep while you're playing.
Yeah. Come on, Witty. I want you to get the first British NASCAR racer to be top in the world.
I'll do my best.
Songbringer. Anybody heard of that one? That one came out already.
No,
I heard that.
Ooh, that Dishonored, that new Death of the Outsider drops this month too.
Yeah, DLC.
Yeah, that looks good.
Look interesting.
It's standalone, isn't it?
It is standalone, I believe.
Let's see, Lego Worlds. Is that kind of like a GTA that's coming out on the Switch. Anybody hear about that one? I think that's Lego Worlds.
Okay, Switch getting the game. It's not called Mario. What?
Yeah. Okay. I think I remember hearing about this one. Just has all kinds of stuff all around the world, different countries and all that. You know, Monster Hunter Stories. That's on the 3DS. So
yeah, I heard of that.
Yeah. What about Dream Break? Anybody hear about Dream Break? PS4, Xbox One.
Well, no, I heard of that. Interesting title.
Yeah, I don't really see anything on it. Not reviewed, so who knows? That could be an unpopular game.
Can be right.
That's comes out next week.
Not being unpopular games, to be quite fair.
I know Witty's gonna get NASCAR Heat. That's next week. Witty, do you prefer Pro Evolution Soccer over FIFA?
No, FIFA,
No?
but even FIFA, I'd never buy that day one.
Okay.
I'm usually about a year or two behind with my FIFAs.
I thought I've heard some people talk about the Pro Evolution, that one wasn't too bad.
They just turned FIFA into a big old fucking microtransaction and then suck people
Card
in
game.
with that limit team.
Yeah, that's what EA did with Madden.
Yeah.
You know, but my brother liked that. He plays Madden. He liked those cards.
Oh yeah.
There are people who do.
Play a game and then just stamp devs another like £200, £300, or whatever for no reason whatsoever.
Yeah.
Fair. FIFA's your game. I'll just stay years behind with that, and then I don't have to care about it.
Well, we got the big NBA 2K18 dropping this month too.
2K
should be a good one. They doing any? What's the shtick this year? They doing anything new with it this year?
They're doing something like called the Playground or something now. Probably something like the Playground. It's different. I guess it'll probably be something else like from the park, but now they're on the playground. They show the guy walking to Foot Locker buying clothes and shoes and everything. It look pretty cool.
Huh. Cool.
But NBA Live comes out before, right? Comes out on the 15th.
NBA Live.
But NBA Live, they didn't. That one wasn't out last year, right?
I don't think they did it. No, I think they just dropped it this year. I think they took a break for a couple years.
Yeah, I saw one cool thing that on NBA Live that they added a WNBA feature.
Yeah, I seen that. That was cool.
Yeah,
that's cool.
And it's cheaper, so I mean that's a cheaper option for people who just want to play some basketball. You know.
Well, if you pre-order it, right, it's $40.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, here you go. I don't know if you play on PC, Jay, but Coop, do you Divinity Original Sin 2? Is that on your radar?
Yeah, that.
You play that one, Witty?
Yeah, I'm not a PC guy.
Yeah.
You got me. I got you mistaken with old one.
Oh yeah, Coop. Coop didn't say anything, so I guess he's not.
No, not on my radar. Sorry. No.
What about Metroid Samus Returns 3DS?
I don't know my 3DS.
Metroid.
I hear it looks good though. Heard good things. I love me some Metroid.
Oh yeah, back in the day.
There's one for HTK NHL 18 on the 15th. This is when a lot of the sports games comes out. You know.
Yeah.
August.
FIFA drops.
And then then everything September.
Cuphead, that's the big one I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, me too.
That's probably the biggest one here.
Yeah.
Besides Destiny.
And it's the cheapest game. Go figure.
Yeah. You got Pokken Tournament Deluxe on the Switch. If anybody likes that. Pokemon.
Project Cars 2.
Project Cars 2, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, and that Fallout 4 Game of the Year with all the DLC that comes out this month too. Forgot about that one. Anybody who hasn't played that, that's a perfect.
That is true.
To get into Fallout because the game's awesome.
I think there's actually reselling it again with the whole the little contraction that came with it before, with the thing that go in your arm.
Yep.
Pit Boy.
The Pit Boy.
Oh yeah.
I think they kind of released another one with that.
Oh, is that right? Nice.
Yeah, I think it was on the website.
It's not too bad as well. I think it's only about $100 or something. So you're
right.
Yeah.
Plus you get all the DLC.
Oh, nice.
Nice. Well, it's an expensive paperweight, but it's a nice.
Oh man, you can wear that around town, man. Look at
it's a nice collector item.
You stick one of your old phones in there that you don't use anymore.
There we go. We got
the new DLC.
We got another. Oh, they got the DLC. Oh yeah. Here we go. We got another unpopular game that we can talk about a couple years. It's Raiders of the Broken Planet.
Raiders of the Broken Planet.
That's the first time I heard about it.
Yeah, I never heard of that. Okay, I'll have to put it on the radar. I'll check it out.
Batman: The Enemy Within, Episode 2. I know that's a part of the Telltale series.
Yeah.
Telltale just making them games left and right.
Yeah. Rinse and repeat.
Pretty much.
I don't know.
Anybody know what Blue Reflection is?
Technically, they're not actually making games because, well, you can't really cost them as that, can you?
Right.
It's a bit of a stretch.
Move it. Get a Telltale game.
Oh, sir, come on.
I've got to give him props for that story, but, well, I couldn't call any of them games a game.
If you're required to press a button on your controller, it's a game.
It's a game?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a classic game, huh?
Hey, some people love it.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I think they're just
Total
a little
War.
bit slight boost that score up, to be honest. I've seen that many people who, look at my game score, blah, 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 and they look and it's Telltale. It's like, fuck me, man.
Yeah, there's a lot of games that I've never heard of. Like, there's one Ruiner that's coming on Xbox, PS4. Anybody heard about that?
Never heard of it.
Never heard of it. See, the sad thing, some of the games might actually be good, and they're just not getting the hype behind it.
In a couple of years, I'll be talking about them on a Unpopular Games podcast.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
There you go, Coop. You can try Raid World War II. Don't worry about Call of Duty, sir. That one comes out on PC, so.
That's right. Yeah, I played that beta of Call of Duty. It was fun. Yeah. I'm not huge into the multiplayer, so I just died a lot, but
I know.
I'm looking forward to the campaign in that one though, because the game looked good. I thought it was fun to play. I just suck at it as far as the multiplayer goes. So
yeah,
I'll be stoked to play some of the campaign.
I don't think Call of Duty get enough credit for their campaigns. They always, it's a popular game to hate, but the campaign's always been fun to me. I like it. It's always over the top. I like that.
Yeah, some of them got a little too Advanced Warfare, got a little, Black Ops 3. They got
they did. Right. They did.
I mean, Advanced Warfare. I had some friends over, and they wanted to check out the game, and I literally went through this whole section without firing a bullet. That's how bad it was. I mean, I just took cover and just hung out until my guys cleared out the room, move on to the next room. It was like, oh, this is. Wait for the next big cutscene. It was like, man, this is not even a game anymore.
Oh, that's bad.
I was pretty But Infinite Warfare, though, that game, that's a great campaign on that one.
Yeah,
I enjoyed that one. That was good. I was actually surprised me.
I like how they do the side missions in there for that too.
Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully they get back to that more storytelling, more diversity in the gameplay, the levels. I like how they kind of mixed it up on that one. Be interesting to see.
I think Call of Duty is still going to be the the game for the year as far as top making, or you think Destiny 2 might top it as far as sales?
People love it, Call of Duty, man.
Hard to be, nobody's been able to, even Battlefield 1 last year was real popular, right? But it didn't top Call of Duty.
Yeah, Call of Duty just have the name. The name sells it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's why I laughed when everyone was saying, "Oh, COD's dead," because it got a million dislikes.
Yeah.
Like,
Still sold
Battlefield's
millions.
got to kill it.
and they're the same people that go out and buy it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No Call of Duty for me.
It's right. It's hard to put Call of Duty ahead of Destiny. I mean, I think it's a better game, but man, Call of Duty is just like a whole nother beast.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
You can't bet against the name.
No.
Yeah. Gundam Versus. Anybody gonna? That's on PS4.
Nope.
Come on.
I know this one right here. Witty's looking forward. Senran Kangua Peach Beach Splash. Come on, Witty. I know. Get yourself a PS4 holiday.
He already got it pre-ordered.
Yeah. It looked like the last one for the month is Total Warhammer 2 on PC.
Oh.
Isn't that pretty decent, right? Has a following.
Yeah.
But that's September, so I mean,
not a bad list.
Decent. Some future gems.
Yeah,
I bet there's a lot of future gems. my Cuphead already pre-ordered, man. I'm ready for that.
Yeah. I've been trying to win that on Twitter too, but
win it. It's $20, man.
Hey, no, but I mean, I just won the other day. I won.
Won their record, right?
Yeah, I won the record.
Yeah.
So I'll be giving that out. Probably for maybe podcast number 10.
Okay.
There you go.
Guess whoever doesn't have it. So
that's what's up.
Great game.
Figure that out. Yeah.
Looks good. I played it some the other day. That's fun.
Yeah.
Still frustrating as hell, but it's fun.
I'm hoping that they build upon it and then they'll come out with a sequel. So
yeah, I do too. I'd love to see them improve upon what they got there. I think it was a great game.
Yeah.
They better not bring out a sequel for Rise.
Yeah,
be cool too.
Because you watch Fame, right, J Street? He had that. He came out the other day, and he was, I know on Twitter he brought it up.
Yeah,
and it's as far as sequels, and like he brought up Rise 2, Sunset, and Quantum Break. But those three, I highly doubt we're going to get a sequel out of those three,
and that's bad.
And the only one I could see maybe is Sunset, because maybe if Microsoft works something out with the Insomniac, I'm sure they can get that going. But I mean, Rise,
I can't see that happening for a long time though.
Yeah, I
reckon Sony got a good contract for.
Yeah.
Well, they got Spider-Man, but
right. I think that's
one Spider-Man game though. Usually,
but I mean, after that, what's on Insomniac's list after Spider-Man? Because I mean, they're a third-party developer. I mean, they go back and forth. They're not just
right.
I guess wherever throws them the most money. But I don't blame them for doing Spider-Man. Now you can't pass that up.
Oh no.
Yeah. And Witty's you're gonna pick up a PS4 probably for Spider-Man, right? Yeah.
Out of all games that were shown at E3 by Forza, to me, Spider-Man were the best graphically looking.
Yeah, it looks pretty amazing. That game's gonna be awesome.
I
hope it's gonna be awesome anyway.
Right, hopefully.
But like Rise, I mean, Crytek is gone.
Yeah, that's a shame. I really have fun with that game.
Yeah, unless Microsoft buys the game from them somehow. But I mean, they can go to another developer, come out with another one. Something similar.
They should.
A third-person kick-ass game. I'd like to see more games. I'm not big on the QTE games myself, but after playing Hellblade, I want to see more of that kind of combat style. And J Street, when you play that, you can be like, oh shit.
I'm gonna buy it tomorrow, man. I've been hearing so many people talk about it. I'm just gonna buy it tomorrow, man. Just push it up against the list a little bit.
Do yourself a favor, man. That game is just fantastic. You got it. It's a game that sits with you. I mean, it's a game people will be talking about from years from now, for sure.
Yeah, I mean,
it's amazing.
Hopefully, I see others follow suit on the combat.
I hope they do a physical release for it, though. I like my games physical if I could.
Oh, they didn't do it?
I don't know. I mean,
no, it was only digital, I think.
Yeah, only digital. There's still a chance it might come out to Xbox, but I'm not sure.
I hope so. I mean, y'all say as good as it is, everybody should get a chance to play it, hopefully.
Absolutely. Yeah, I hope it does. They didn't rule it out. They just said they were focusing on one because they had it was only like a 12-man or 12-person development team. So
there'll probably be some time next year then, probably.
I hope so.
Yeah, before we head out, Jay, you play any co-op games?
Man, you know, I'll hop on the Gears, man, to play a little. I'm like Coop, man. I die a lot. I'm the noob of the team, so you know, I get on there and try to, you know, be the backup. You know, I'm not into the multiplayer like I used to be, but yeah, you know, I'll jump on that Gears in a minute. You know, I see guys on the Xbox, so I'll jump on there and play with them every now and then.
You ever tried Ghost Recon?
I haven't bought the Ghost Recon. I heard it's real good. Haven't copped it yet. You know, so that's another game that's on the list as well.
Yeah. If Division, have you tried that one?
I had the Division. I end up trading it in, and I'll end up selling it to someone because I just kind of stopped playing it.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I keep hearing, but they keep doing so many upgrades and DLCs with it, so I definitely might end up getting around buying it again.
Yeah, if you pick it up again,
man, just survival is so intense, and because you know everybody starts out at 0, so you know it's all even playing ground. And it's great, man. It's intense, an intense, you know, little like jump in for an hour kind of game. Just do one survival mission is enough to keep me going in that game.
But man, you guys can definitely add me on that Xbox, man. J Street 76. Trust me. Anytime you guys see me, hop in there. I'll hop in the games and play with you guys, man, on some Gears or something.
Yeah, I added you, and like I was saying, you know, if you get any of those games, or if you get Destiny 2. GTA 5, if you see me and Witty in there, jump in with us. And we definitely. And
I just seen somebody just put the little Division $8.99. Really, no reason for me not to buy it no more, right?
There you go. Forza Horizon 3, if you jump on that.
You know what? I'm not the big Forza fan. I know everybody love Forza because it's pretty and everything. I'm more of I need some more action when I race.
Yeah,
you know, I'm more of a split-second burnout type of guy.
Okay.
You know, but Forza is one of them games that looks remarkable, though. I had Forza 2 Horizon, and I played the mess out that game.
Are you going to be picking up the new Need for Speed one?
Yes. See, that's what I'm talking about. I need some stuff like that. You know, I'm definitely might hop in the Need for Speed.
And see, I was kind of hoping that, because I know it was talked about that Turn 10, that they were looking at a third genre of racing, and maybe, you know, maybe they can look into that like a Need for Speed type game, you know, maybe something with the story.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Open world type racing, because I heard that, and like Forza Horizon, I'm hoping Forza Horizon 4 is not based around the Horizon festival, so that could be different too, but I guess we'll find out.
I would like to see him expand.
Yeah, they already did the trilogy. Definitely would like to see them try something.
I think you go to Japan, so it's like calling a city or something. Seeing fucking hills.
There you go.
Well, Japan's got mountainside, and
well, yeah, that's what I meant.
Good drifting.
Race
that's what they need.
And then, like I talked about, my
bullet train,
it'd come at a perfect time as well.
My gym game, Forza Tokyo Extreme Racer. There you go.
Hey, that's a nice title. Hopefully, I hope they do something different like that, because Forza Horizon is fun. Now, the regular Forza Motorsports, that game to me is so boring. I'm sorry, driving A to B, doing nothing, that's super boring to me.
Yeah, I mean, if that's not your thing, I can understand that.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they look good though. Like Gran Turismo, those games look remarkable.
Yeah, but if that's not your thing, you definitely. Because I played the shit out of Forza 2 and 3, a little bit of 4. But at 4, I started getting bored. But I mean, if you have a group of people together,
that's probably
just go in there and do,
way,
it's that does make it better.
And that's the great thing about it, though. Like, if you have friends to play with, then I can see I guess that's why everybody loves Destiny, because they get their crews together and play. So that's probably why it's so popular.
Yeah, but then you can also just go in there and single player and grind. I mean,
the gameplay is really fun in Destiny. The controls are really good.
The shooting is good in Destiny. I always did say that the shooting feels real good.
It's fantastic.
The mechanics are top. Yeah,
I mean, it's like the old Halo. I mean, Bungie, and they know how to make a shooter.
I mean, it's no Wolfenstein, but it's up there.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't have the character of old.
Well, speaking of Wolfenstein, we're not all lucky like Mr. Mike, Mr. NLG Mike, who won a copy of Wolfenstein Colossus.
Nice. Yeah. I know. I seen that. I was jealous. I'm like, that game was
rigged.
It's rigged.
Yeah, that's what you get when you're Michael Mullis, Xbox One fanboy.
When you're a primetime podcast, us small fry guys.
Hey, W.F.C is going to be growing though.
Yeah, and like I said, I appreciate you, getting on here with us, and definitely this is what we're about. We're about just hanging out, talking about games, other people like us in the community, and definitely you're a positive guy in the community, and enjoy talking to you in chat.
Absolutely,
appreciate
I'm sure we're gonna see you here in a little bit on 4 Guys WithQuarters, so I'll give them a shout out.
Oh yeah, I think they canceled it tonight though. I think because the clowns and they get prepared for that hurricane or something. So I think they canceled it tonight.
Yeah.
But I think Assassin supposed to be streaming. He sent me a little thing.
Okay.
Be streaming tonight. So, but yeah, man, I appreciate the invite, man. Anytime you guys want to have me on, great. Please add me on the Xbox. My gamer tag is Jamal76 on PSN. So definitely add me on there, guys. I have no problem, man. This game. Let's have some fun, man.
And real quick, what are a couple podcasts that you want to give a shout out to?
Man, definitely 4 Guys WithQuarters, man. That was like one of the first podcasts I started listening to, and I got my Xbox. Definitely a W.F.C. I just started listening to the Lords podcast. They're pretty good.
Yeah, I love those guys.
The Brap, the Basement podcast, man, he's real cool. Enrique, so man, so those guys, man, they have really good podcasts. Everybody don't have them. Like everybody try to do podcasts, but I can't listen to everybody.
You can't.
Sometimes they be doing more cussing and swearing on there. You're like, dude, y'all ain't talking about games. Like, But those guys I just mentioned, those are podcasts I can stand behind.
Cool. Yeah, I agree with you. I want to thank everybody in chat too that showed up. Mr. Daz, I got to make you a moderator next week. I'm gonna get on that.
UK.
Nate, HDK, Juan. I miss anybody? Definitely appreciate everybody showing up.
Mr. Nathan Fisher was in there. He was dropping bombs.
Stick figure came out.
Yep.
Appreciate that, Stick. I know I had a shout out to. I said, "Hey, where's our NLG boys?" And then they started showing up. So. And Mr. Mike, he's too busy.
He's had enough of
DJing.
Yeah. Right on. Thanks for joining us, everybody.
Yeah, appreciate everybody. Give us a like, sub, maybe a thumbs up, thumbs down. We got 1 thumbs down, so I appreciate that.
What?
Well, that can't be all to do with me. I've got a good record.
Coop, what have you been up to? How's the real quick? How's your drone and stuff going out?
Oh man, I haven't. It's been kind of crazy here. We got a huge fire going just east of town, and I'm telling you, I went out on was it Tuesday morning, day after Labor Day, and it was like I couldn't figure. I go to work at like 5 a.m, so it's still dark, and I have a white car. And it was like my car looked gray. I'm like walking out going, what the hell's on my car? There's a light.
Yeah.
It was covered with ash.
Yeah.
the whole thing was covered with ash. Going, whoa, what the heck? So yeah, the air has just been. It cleared up a little bit today. It's still pretty dang smoky though. So yeah, I just been staying inside playing video games, man.
Man, be safe out there, man.
Yeah, yeah. Like I said, hopefully, luckily the wind kind of turned, changed direction because they had the east wind coming in, kind of bringing the fire towards us. But thankfully, the winds kind of shifted and looked like it helped the firefighters. Shout out to all those firefighters out there, man.
Yeah,
the place is crazy year for fires over here.
Yeah, that and hurricanes on the other end.
I know, fires, floods, craziness. Yeah, thoughts and prayers to all our gamer buddies down there in Florida right now, because
there's a lot going on right now, man.
Crazy.
Mr. Witty, what's up, Witty? You got any last minute thoughts?
Not really.
What's the
debate on what I'm playing next?
That's what I was going to ask. What's the next game to rent?
Nah, I don't have a clue.
Destiny 2.
Yeah, Destiny 2.
I've got to keep suspense going.
Pray.
No.
I keep trying.
I know, but just I haven't heard any good things since last week. So
no latest streaming.
Oh man.
All right, cool. Well, everybody, check out our description. You got SuPRcooPR and Witty's YouTube links there, and we got a bunch of podcasts that we support. Check them out and give them a listen and a sub if you like them. So, and we appreciate everybody coming out.
Stream, but then I keep fucking it off.
Before we go,
I'm on the last legs of on the road to 200,000 gamer score.
Nice.
You
got to do a stream for that whenever as soon as you hit it.
Oh yeah, I'm hoping to do it with Forza 7.
There you go.
Hopefully,
be a good one.
So Witty,
and you can witness a moment.
Month away.
Plan it out so I can bang on 200,000.
Nice. That's definitely be a good one to hit it too. But
like that, Resi 7 was my 120th game completed.
Nice.
So Witty, we're all about gaming, right?
Other than Technomancer.
No, you don't want it to hit 200,000 on Technomancer. Maybe you do it on Prey.
I'm a bit more.
But Witty, what do you say about all this console war, NPD, and list wars?
Mouse and keyboard.
What do we say here about W.F.C?
No one's gonna use shit.
So what do we say about that with W.F.C? What's W.F.C stand for?
Who fucking cares?
That's right,
game.
Just game. And we're out.
Peace out, guys.
Appreciate it.